Folks, it's time to talk about this Chris Rock comedy special that happened on Netflix over the weekend because some people's takes are ridiculous. Of course, mine here, the one you're about to listen to, is not. It makes a lot of sense. What up, Nerd Report? This is Lewis here, and we know about a year ago, Chris Rock got slapped by Will Smith, and if you may have forgotten it, but Will Smith walked up on stage with all confidence, slapped Chris Rock across the face. People thought it was fake. It was like so hard, and like, dude, the guy reached from back here, man. It was like, woo! And Chris Rock, being a gentleman, he took it. He took it. He didn't retaliate. Also, don't forget that Will Smith towers over Chris Rock. Chris Rock's actually a real small guy. And actually, if you watch his special from the weekend, you'll see exactly how small he is in height. His shoes are elevated. All right? So this is why we love Chris Rock. We're rooting for, or at least the majority of the people do, because we're rooting for the little guy that gets bullied by a big guy. And that's exactly what we saw. But not everyone saw that, because there's actually people criticizing Chris Rock for using these terrible words against these two. Okay? And Jada over here is acting like she had nothing to do with it. Well, guess what, man? Guess what? If you watch that video again, Will Smith was laughing at the G.I. Jane joke, which is actually a compliment, okay? Because the lady that played in G.I. Jane is way better looking than Jada is, okay? So, and she's like muscular and a soldier and everything like that, but that's another story. He was laughing at that because it wasn't really meant to be a bad joke, an insulting joke, until Will Smith looked at Jada and she was upset. She had that face of like when someone farts, right? Jada was giving out that someone farted face, and that's when Will Smith, ha 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 ha, ha, that's funny. G.I. Jane at Chris Rock's joke. He looks at her, and then she has that face like someone farted, and then he walks up on stage and slaps Chris Rock with all the confidence in the world he wouldn't get any retaliation, because Chris Rock, like he said during his comedy special, he's a little guy. He's the guy that doesn't show up his muscles. And Will Smith is the guy that played Muhammad Ali and is probably trained in boxing. So what does Chris Rock actually have to retaliate against someone of Will Smith's sides? What does he have to retaliate against this bully? All he has is his comedy. Because height-wise, Will Smith is bigger. Star-wise, Will Smith is bigger. Shit, Will Smith is actually a comedian as well. At this point, I think Chris Rock's a way better comedian, but okay. Who has better movies? Will Smith. All Chris Rock has is his comedy special, which was shown live last week, and I liked it. And actually, he went kind of soft. If you ask me, his best joke was about Elon Musk and negative cum. That was the best joke, honestly, and how he looks weird. But that's another thing. So watch the special. Let me know what you thought of it. So he goes out there and he uses the B word against these two. There's actually a segment of the population upset. Yeah. They're upset at Chris Rock for using the B word. How harsh could he be? Oh my God, that's terrible. Dude, he shouldn't have done that. What kind of dumb crap is that, man? The dude just got slapped. He's going to be known as the guy that got slapped, and you're worried about the B word. Well, don't act like a bee and you won't be called like a bee. So ridiculous. People can't defend themselves? What kind of victim shaming is this? Plus, it was in a comedy special setting where a lot of the stuff in comedies are meant to be ironic and get people to think. They're not really to be taken verbatim. But they're attacking Chris Rock on the internet because the wuss generation, or it's not a generation, it's a wuss crowd. You can't defend yourself. What is supposed to do? Just take it there like a coward? No. No. And guess what? Like I said, he was soft on those two. Now we're hearing stories that Will Smith didn't even reach out for an apology. Plus all the information that is out there, wasn't it shown in a podcast Jada Smith has? So it's all fair game. Okay, so Chris Rock was soft on them. Shame on you for trying to attack him after being a victim, because he is a victim. And get a life, man. Get a life. Anyways, if you like this take, if you like this video, if you enjoyed this video, and why wouldn't you, right? Why wouldn't you? Make sure to subscribe here to Nerd Report before you leave. Thank you. And let me know what you think about this video in the comments below. Nerd out. Hey, what's up, friends? Really appreciate you being here. But if you want to take a little bit of an extra step, you could always support Nerd Report on Patreon. Right there, you can see a list of all our Patreons right now. Enjoy exclusive videos and, just supporting our cool little community on Patreon. That's Nerd Report's Patreon. Link will be provided below. Thank you.